Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this Friday morning. Thank goodness it's Friday. We've got a good weekend ahead of us. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Their number is 767-5500. They changed their number this past year. I had it memorized for 20-something years, and we changed the number. I have trouble getting back to 767-5500. Run by C Principal Mike Heppenstall. Mike's a good outdoorsman in his own right, and some of those guys that hunt and fish up there, they're teaching up there. So go by and see those folks at Haney Technical Center. Right now, 73 degrees here, Panama City. I'm sorry, the high today will be 73. Low tonight is going to be 55, and the water temperature is at 60. But the current temperature, we're at 52 here, 54 Mariana, 54 Apalachicola, and 56 over at Grayton Beach. The boating forecast, the wind's still blowing. It's come on, been up north, and it's been northeast and east for a couple of days. Now it's swung around to the south. Be south-southeast at 6 to 12, seas 1 to 3. Take a look at our river readings here. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is a 0.3, just flat line. It has not moved in a couple of months. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, we're reading a 1 foot, even 1 foot this morning. It's not going to change hardly any. It might get down to 0.8 by the middle of the week next week. Our Carl Vernon Marine Specialties tide chart, brought to us by Carl Vernon, who does all your docks and seawalls. Give him a call on some good quality work. We're looking at the 16th. We got a low tide this morning at 9:34 and a high tide tonight at 11:48. Right around midnight it's going to be the high tide. We're only looking at about a 0.8 to 1 foot change, and tomorrow is going to be a fair tide. And if we get that south wind, it's going to be pretty strong, pushing it up through the bays and all. Every Friday morning, we like to talk to Sea Quarters Marine or talk about them. I was down in Carabel Tuesday night, had a really good get-together with all the folks down there. We got a lot of viewers down there. We appreciate it. The fish have been biting right there at the mouth of the river, where the river comes out into the bay. They've been catching some nice speckled trout and also some good redfish up in the river right north of the bridge there. So the fishing's been good. And also all the way that crooked river that goes all the way around there. We're going to do a store on that one day. A lot of good fishing in that river. So run by see Sea Quarters Marina if you're down there in that neck of the woods. All right, we're going to take our first break. Be back with our special guest.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. Built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team just in time for the holidays. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop to bring in the holiday season. Be a member of the Panhandle Outdoors team, Florida's only live daily outdoor show.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Welcome back, folks. We want to welcome Scott Kelly Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Good morning.
Scott and I sit here talking about old times. We're going to get into the background and all, but I coached Scott's brother Mike Kettle way back when I was a young coach. He played JV football for me and was a good football player.
Yeah.
And Scott went on to Mosley and played ball with the Lynn Haven Raiders back in the day.
When I was a boy.
We were talking about he played with John Little and Patrick Miller.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks know Scott, but I've known him since he was little, and he came on through and what he has written a book now, a fascinating book. It's called "I Ain't Even Lying."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check this out. "I Ain't Even Lying." It's a collection of short stories on just great storytelling. And Scott, I'm not going to talk much about it. I want you to tell us a little bit about your background,
right,
and where this come from. I've read the book, folks, and I just told Scott, I just busted out laughing sometimes. It is a funny book, a great book. So tell us about what your background and what got you started on the book.
Well, you know, I was a little boy from a broken home, that kind of thing, and my grandfather was a big inspiration in me writing a book. Because he was a storyteller, an old Southern storyteller, and you know we kind of lose some of that with watching so much movies and that kind of thing. But just hearing old timers, my eyes would get so big when I was a little boy, and you know it was just exciting to hear those stories. And my daughter come to me at 15 years old, and she said, "Dad, I've heard new stories all my life. Why don't you write a book?" And so I said, "Well, I think I might." And so I decided to do it. You know, it's just been a blessing, you know, for me to be able to write a book.
Well, you're an outdoorsman in your own right, and so you're writing off your experiences and all, and you fished at Choctawhatchee, the Apalachicola, you squirrel hunted, and you've done all these. You've coon hunted.
Yeah.
So you've done all these things.
Yes, sir.
And you enjoy doing them.
Yes, sir.
When you started putting these stories together. Now you got his imagination. You got to let your imagination run wild with this. And anybody been out in the woods, it's not hard to let your imagination do that.
Right.
So when you just started putting the stories together, just typing them up and.
Right. Well, you know, I didn't take any kind of course on creative writing or anything like that. So you know, the exciting thing about writing is as you start writing a story, sometimes I'd back off and I didn't even, you know, I didn't know where it would go. You know. So an idea. Putting things together and letting your imagination run wild, you know, it's a great thing to be able to write, and I've really enjoyed that.
Well, you know, the stories in here, of course, you got pictures on the front and all, but the stories, it's I think 8 short stories.
Yes, sir.
8 short stories in here, and it's to me, if you're sitting in a tree stand, this is great tree stand reading. It's easy reading, it's enjoyable reading.
Yes.
It's something. You know, some books come out real small print and all that, but this has got good size print. Got some drawings in it.
Well, you know, this is the first book I've ever written.
Yeah.
And one of the things that, you know, you make mistakes throughout different things, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to thank some of these people.
Yeah.
We did on this first print and leave out our acknowledgments, and I want to thank my wife, Robin Kelly, Becky Kent, both of those done some great editing. Christina Sims, great artist that done the artwork in the inside. My daughter, Ariana Kelly, done the book cover, and Marty Schreier, my office manager, helped me with just being a manager for the book. So it was really great to put something together that, you know, if I don't do anything but just leave an heirloom to my kids, it'd be a great thing.
Well, that's the thing, and you know, your family helped you so much, and I have the same testimony in my book. My family came together and helped me on my book, and that's special when they come out and do that.
Yeah.
And now let's get a plug for your business real quick. You run what business?
The name of our company is AmeriPro Garage Doors, and you know, if it wasn't for something like that, I wouldn't be able to write a book, because I'm out able to go around and carry books in different places and meet people and tell stories and speak and different things like that.
You know, well, let me tell you this. After I read each chapter, I said, well, that's my favorite chapter. Then go read the next chapter. Well, that's my favorite chapter, and I couldn't pick out because you cover the fishing and hunting right here in the Panhandle, and your imagination and the way you put it together. It's like someone just telling you a story, and like you say, your grandpa will tell you these stories, and then you just started to let your imagination go from there.
That's it. You know, the thing, you know how you can watch something on TV and see somebody on a mountain or rider, and they. Are there over a scene, and you know, it's great inspiration for them to write. Of course, me, you know the truth. Sometimes you got to wait till the kids go to sleep or whatever to write, and that was the great thing about that last chapter, which is if I don't do it, I ain't gonna do it. That's my motto, and it's helped me to just do it. You know.
Well, and that's a great motto. If I now say that again, I don't know if people call that.
If I don't do it, I ain't gonna do it. Now this is free, y'all. So
free advice.
You can have this and use it for your own self. I mean, somebody's got a boat in their backyard they're gonna restore. Well, it's gonna rot unless you do it. You
That's
know?
right. And yeah, so many times people procrastinate.
Right.
Where the world's worse at doing something.
Well, you know, and it's finished now. I was excited to be finished with it, and now we're at the next step where we're marketing it and going around. And
we're going to talk about marketing and some of the places you can get this book, and this is going to make a great Christmas gift, I promise you. So let's take our break, and we'll be right back.
Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's forgotten coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the intercoastal waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357.
Coastal Grill, located in the heart of beautiful Port St. Joe, was established in 2002 by Patty and Dewey Blaylock as a family-owned coastal restaurant. In Port St. Joe, we meet at sunset. Sunset's open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Fresh seafood's brought in daily and served in a variety of traditional and creative ways. Try our award-winning gumbos. Steaks are grilled simple and perfect over an open flame grill. Our homemade soups, sauces, and salad dressings are so popular, we sell them retail. And don't forget, see the sunset at sunset.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off of Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Okay, we're back in there with Scott Kelly. I'm looking at his book. I Ain't Even Lying, and it's just a great 8 short stories in here. And what are some locations they can get them?
Well, one of 77 Hardware downtown here at Books by the Sea. Yeah. Miller Marine, we put them in the ship store there. Yeah. Gary's Marine outboard sells
on Hogpen Curve.
Yeah, on Hogpen Curve sells hunting supplies, that kind of thing. Got them in there. Golden Gun on 231 and 23rd Street, little pawn shop, and JR's Rib Shack. Randy, good old, go to eat you some barbecue, get you a book, that kind of thing.
And this book is just coming out, so you just distributed it. It's brand new. I mean, it's been out a week or two, whatever, and we're going to try to get them in Apalachicola and St. Joe and.
We've already got them in Jackson County. Chipola's Book and Tea is the name of the place up there, store up there.
And about what do they cost roughly?
Well, in $12 to $15.
$12 to $15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So different stores, bookstores mostly about $15.
Yeah.
And so it's very affordable. Great Christmas gift for granddaddy or whoever. Yeah. It's a great.
If anybody just likes to read, they're going to enjoy reading this. If you have any kind of imagination, you're going to enjoy it too, but especially an outdoorsman. And when I'm serious about being in a tree stand reading a book. You said somebody the other day said they were.
Yeah, I had a guy call me the other day. He said, "Look here, man." He said, "I need another book." He said, "I got up to chapter 5." He said, "And they took the book from me." I said, "Why? Who took it from me?" He said, "The game warden." I said, "Well, what in the world?" He said, "Well, there's so much hunting knowledge and all that stuff in there that I killed a buck between each chapter up to chapter 5." I said, "Well, what in the world?" He said, "Well, they give me a ticket for killing more than you can in the bag limit for each day. So I'll go before the judge down there and helped him. And up in Washington County, you don't have to have a lawyer; you just have somebody standing with you." So anyway, the judge gives him a fine and says, "Well, I'm going to have to outlaw this book to use while hunting and fishing. So you're on your own."
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just
you're
kidding.
on your own there.
Just kidding.
website you have also. You have some video on Kelly Billy's.
KellyBillies.com. We've got a bragging board there, so if you've got pictures of, used to you could go to a little convenience store and take your great outdoors pictures and put your pics, things you've taken and caught, whatever. And we got a place to display, a lot of kids with fish and deer and stuff like that. And then we got some videos where we've made some just enjoyable outdoor videos. Some of them are funny and just had a big time,
Well, Scott, I'm just going to give you some names of chapters. The first one we'll talk about, of course, the inspiration. You talk a lot about, you have a great background yourself with the, growing up from a broken family.
Yes.
And now you had just a wonderful stepdad that came in and wonderful. Then you lost your mother at a young age.
Yes, sir. I mean, I had to. My stepdad, Tommy Riley. He's a great guy. He raised me and my brother from a young age, and took us in and was really good. He's the one that built my little backdrop here.
Yeah.
This doesn't. I mean, this says bathroom reading like nothing else.
So we'll put it over here. Just slide over a little bit with that.
Okay, here we go.
That's the background right there.
Yeah, and so he built these for me. He's really he's really helpful on that kind of stuff, but I tell you, had it not been for the good Lord, rebuilding my life, I'm a guy that's had stumped my toe a few times in the road, but it's been a wonderful thing, and I just have to thank the good Lord for helping me through my life and being to the point I'm at now.
Well, we all stumble. Some of these chapter names, Runaway Hearse. That's a good story on coon hunting, right?
Oh yeah.
And then they Walk Among Us. That's sort of a takeoff of Bigfoot.
Yes.
If you ever fished and hunted on the river, you'll love that one.
Another little twist on Bigfoot.
Bigger than the biggest. Bush hooking can be unhealthy.
Yes.
That's your two little boys.
My two boys with me. That's a great story there. That really is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because it ties them in. Kind of they saved my life, I saved theirs type thing.
Grandpa's shotgun.
The heirloom,
everybody's got an heirloom in the family.
That's it. Grandpa, and of course I only get to use it one time in this story.
But, Grant and Lee.
Grant and Lee.
A southern boy and a northern boy doing some stuff together.
Right.
The Fountain of Youth, the Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth.
That's right up here on
it is in Bay County. Yes, I found it. Now we know it's a great thing. I know that Jack Sparrow tried to find it, but we do find it is in Bay County, so we can claim that.
And two more. The Original Exterminator.
Yeah, that's a twist on an old guy that just used to. That's something people had before. Now we think they kill roaches, but back then it was varmints.
Varmints. And then the last one. If I don't do it, I ain't going to do it. That's a great book there. I mean, I want to recommend this.
Thank you.
And I'm certainly going to get some for my friends and all for Christmas. You're going to get them. We just started distributing them now, right?
That's correct.
So if they want to call you or something to get some, they just.
They can either email me or call me at AmeriPro Garage, or call our office at, you want to give that number? 850-271-1521, and you can look it up, AmeriPro Garage Doors in the phone book. Also, we're at Kelly Billies, KELLEYBILLIES @gmail.com. You can email us and that kind of thing too. So.
And tonight, now you're doing a book signing tonight?
Book signing tonight down at Books by the Sea.
Down on Harrison Avenue.
From 6 to 8. There's a lot going on downtown on Friday nights. They had some Christmas caroling last Friday night and that kind of thing. So we're going to be down there, book signing, going to have some of our props. We'll have some of them with us tonight. So sorry we didn't bring them today, but we'll have them down there and come on down there and we'll sign your book and talk to you. I might even tell a story or two.
That'd be great. I highly recommend this again, folks. And I want to just compliment you on getting it done.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So many people have so many projects out there. Like you say, it could be an old boat to refinish or so many projects. And this is sort of inspire you, and we want to encourage you to maybe as New Year's comes around, to make that resolution that this year in 2012 I am going to do that.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, now we're going to come up. It's time for. I'm going to let you help me out on this. You're going to have to work when you come here, Scott. We're going to draw 3 names for our Tarpon Dock Seafood giveaway. We're wrapping up our 2011 drawings, and we're going to mix them up really good. And the first name we draw is going to win a large tuna dip. The second name is going to be 2 containers of the crab artichoke dip. And the third is 2 pints of oysters. Wow. Don't put out your name on the oyster.
Well, I'm thinking on that.
Okay. All right, let's just put out one right here. This is going to be the large tuna dip. Okay, hold up. This is Lonnie Andrews. Lonnie Andrews. He runs that Smoking Butt Barbecue. I remember when he registered for that. Lonnie, so give me a call. All right, now this will be for 2 containers of the crab artichoke dip. All right, and that winner, ginger turnbow. Ginger turnbow. Okay, and the last one, that 2 pint of oysters.
That's my name, I'm sure.
The big winner right there, James Love. James is a regular viewer. James, give me a call. You 3 folks, give me a call. That you want it and confirm it, and run down to Tarpon Dock Seafood and pick it up. I was down there yesterday afternoon checking on them, and man, they were hustling and bustling down there. They got a lot of stuff coming off the boats. They were just a line of people getting stuff. And what it is, holiday season. People getting ready. They had a lot of parties this weekend, and they getting these nice shrimp trays, and people in line getting a bag of oysters. And you know, it's holiday season. You know, we want to serve stuff. Some seafood.
Right.
You know, I love barbecue
too,
and turkey, but around Christmas time, seafood is so good. So give Tarpon Dock a call. We're going to take our final break. We're going to come back with a famous Friday fishing forecast, and we're going to keep old Scott here. We're going to let him work a little bit more. So we'll be right back.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your visits.
On the water or under the water, success starts at C&G Sporting Goods. C&G specializes in fresh and saltwater fishing tackle, floundering supplies, spearfishing equipment, and much, much more. C&G also has licenses, maps, and expert advice on where to go. For over 59 years, C&G Sporting Goods has been the headquarters for the outdoors man. Fishing, hunting, camping, guns, and ammo. They've got it all. C&G, home of the experts, downtown Panama City.
What do you value? The feel of fertile soil? The smell of fresh-cut grass? The pride of an autumn harvest? The belief that it's not really work if you enjoy it? And above all, the end justifies the tractor. Kubota. Power, versatility, comfort. Everything you value in a tractor.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Soul Tractor today.
Welcome back on this Friday morning here with Scott Kelly, author of Ain't Even Lying. And I don't know, you're stretching a little bit at times.
Well, you know, you got to kind of embellish it and make it more exciting.
Embellish is a good word.
Yes.
My boss has told me to be sure and announce tomorrow and Monday. The last day to order your shirts or caps from the Panhandle Outdoor Shop would be today, actually the last day would be Monday by 5 p.m. If you order Monday by 5 p.m., you should have it in by Christmas. So if you want to get it in by Christmas, those caps or shirts from Panhandle Outdoor Shop, order by Monday at 5 o'clock. So I've done what I've been instructed to do. Now let's take a look at our Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. Our peak times this morning, we're looking at 4:19 and 6:19. You still got a few minutes after the show to wet a hook, or then this afternoon, if you're getting ready to go hunting, we're looking at 4:43 to 6:43. Just tell the boss you want to get off early, about 2 o'clock, get on up there to your tree stand. You don't do that, do you, on Friday afternoon?
Well, I have to talk to the boss, but I can slip out every now and then.
You were telling me, you had some good squirrel hunts, or some of the guys good squirrel hunting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good to hear. All right, let's go ahead and do this first. Let's go with our famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood. Quickly, we're going to move on. Now, remember, this will be posted on our website, but over in South Walton County, Bruce Mixon reported that speckled trout fishing was really good this week, especially on the east end of Choctawhatchee Bay. Jolly Bay has some nice keepers. Late afternoon was the best bet. And also, that goes along with 2 other places late afternoon. Bass and brim are good at the bottom of the river, and some sheephead are now being caught around the 331 bridge, okay, right around that area. and mullet. There's still a little bit of mullet left in the bay. Most of the mullets are leaving the bay. Here in Panama City, I just do a quick report on pier fishing. We talked about it Monday morning and all week long. The whiting has been doing good. The pompano and some reds were caught. I'm surprised the pompano is still there. Really large schools of bluefish and bonita had a lot of action, and a lot of the mullet fishermen were cast netting off the tip of the. You like mullet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There were a lot of there. Now Deer Point Lake, I got a picture last night, folks. I didn't bring of a nice flounder being caught at a Deer Point dam.
Really?
Yes. I told my wife, I said, I think that flounder just got headed the wrong direction. He thought he headed out to the Gulf and headed up toward the dam. And then the St. Joe, Blair Morgan reported Apalachicola Bay and all the white trout is still going good down there and whiting off the beaches of Cape San Blas. So this whole report now will be on panhandleoutdoors.net, and check up on that. I want to cut it short because I want to spend another minute or two with Scott. And all the things you've done, putting this book together. What's been the most rewarding, Scott?
Well, just seeing people that that do enjoy it, like you said, you enjoyed the book, and mentioning to me that and asking a few questions. I enjoy talking. You can tell I don't mind talking, and of course I got to throttle it back every now and then. But just seeing people and being able to share that that you can do something, that you can put something together, but it's been really rewarding to see the eyes of little kids getting their focus on you, just and listening to the stories,
And I was reading the introduction, and a lot of your stories that I say came from your grandpa telling you stories, and that's something we need to do as parents and grandparents and all, to tell these kids these stories.
Well, we got to expand their imagination. There's nothing wrong. My kids play video games, watch TV, but somehow you've got to let it be their imagination instead of someone else's. And that's what the great thing about reading and that kind of thing is, and writing too.
And taking them to the outdoors. How important is taking a young person outdoors?
My youngest boy, Jonathan, which is nicknamed, they call him Boone, but I took him the other day in the woods, and he looked up at me. Was walking through the woods, and he looked at some deer moss and said, "What is that?" And he said, "Do deer eat that, deer moss?" I said, "No, it's just letting you know deer are here." So that's the only way I know. But anyway, he looked up at me and said, "Dad, I sure am glad my mama married you."
Oh, I didn't think that's what better.
I'm just thinking, man, I'm glad I took this boy to the woods, and we didn't harvest anything or take anything with us.
We had a special time.
Yeah, that's it. You know.
Scott, I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you for having me on here. Yeah.
Folks, I ain't even lying. This is a really good book. I'm going to buy a bunch of them for friends, and I want to recommend it. Okay, we got to wrap up this week. Next week, we got a big week planned. You have a great weekend now. Then if you haven't done the last-minute shopping, you better get on it and keep outdoors in your life. Do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.